What's going on, guys? ChillisFM here, taking a look at one of the best, if not the best, save swaps in the Sunshine Cup, FLYGON. This thing is an absolute monster as long as it can avoid the ice types. It resists Incinerate from all the fire types. It resists Rollout from all the normal types and rock types throwing rollouts. And it can flip switch in a lot of scenarios. In fact, with just one Dragon Tail of energy lead, it goes 18 and 7. 18 and 7 in the 1 shield scenario, and it gets even better in the 2 shield, 19 and 6. So yeah, it can flip a lot of swaps if you have a bad lead, which I saw a ton with me leading Mag Cargo. Now I wanted to try Mag Cargo because I wanted to hardwall the Talonflames, but there's a lot of rock fast move and charge move throwers and a lot of water types out there as well. But that's fine. We have Gastrodon to deal with all of those. So as long as I can get alignment with FLYGON, this team should work pretty well. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of these battles. Go ahead and leave a like and a comment down below and hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel as well. Let's go. All right, into the first one, Mag Cargo into Clodsire. So this isn't horrible since we would be resisting the poison stings, but all the charge moves are going to hit us very hard besides Sludge Bomb. So I am going to go ahead and save swap into FLYGON, knowing that FLYGON and Gastrodon are both better answers. Now this is where you really want the non-shadow FLYGON. You tank that Earthquake so much better with the non-shadow versus the shadow. It's basically going to one-shot. So that's the reason I opted for the non-shadow. I actually had to build this. I already had a shadow built. They do get the nice quick attack down with Raticate. I'm going to be able to just eat a crunch here though. Mag Cargo nice and bulky. Now, I did not realize I was running this bad of a piece on my Mag Cargo. This is one I built forever ago. I have another one to build, and I just hadn't ran one in forever. Anyways, opponent running some really cool spice here. Star Raptor, I honestly forgot what it was called. Of course, Star Raptor, very, very glassy. So we're going to go ahead and get the debuff there with the Rock Tomb. And I'm going to show up the potential close combat right here and actually going to be going for the fly instead. I do try to get the body slam off there. Opponent throws at perfect timing. This is a phenomenal battler. It's going to be another fly, looking to save a little bit of energy. Comes back in with the Clodsire. Now I can fire off the Water Pulse. Water Pulse is the preferred move in this meta. Actually pulls the shield. I was expecting to see the second shield saved for the Star Raptor. We're going to be able to tank this Earthquake, and now I can overfarm. And I'm not going to throw immediately. I want as much energy on my Gastrodon as possible. So I'm going to come in with my Mag Cargo, force them to throw. The nice thing is Clodsire can never be one poison sting away from a second Stone Edge. So when he throws Stone Edge, I know that I can come in, throw a body or throw one Mud Slap, then the Body Slam, and then I'm only one Mud Slap away from the Water Pulse. Not sure that Body Slam would have done it. Yes, this is a very glassy Pokemon, but Water Pulse will for sure take out the Star Raptor. So that's going to be a GG's. Well played to my opponent. Let's go. All right, into the next one. Another bad lead. We have Dunsparce. Of course, the drill runs are hitting for double super effective. The rock throws hitting for single super effective. So we're going to be swapping out into FLYGON. Now they are going to be able to outpace it this first drill run. We're going to tank it just fine. No big deal. It does about half of our HP. We're going to overfarm. Make sure that they are not going to be catching and throw the Scorching Sands. Scorching Sands coming through actually picks up a shield. So FLYGON already getting a shield advantage. Now I'm thinking I can probably outpace since they're 4 rollouts away from their next drill run. However, my calculations were off. I'm going to be one shy of the Scorching Sands. Going to go ahead and settle for the Dragon Claw. This will put them very low. I don't think it will take out, but it actually does pull the second shield. So now shields are down. It seems like they don't like ground types. I'm going to save a shield for my Gastrodon. I'm going to go ahead and come in with my Mag Cargo just to get one Incinerate of energy lead. I know that Overheat can hit very hard into anything, even if it is resisted. So to help me get closer to that Overheat is really nice. Now I am going to put myself switch locked here into Gastrodon, but I was reading that they were weak to it in the back, and they are going to be coming in with Talonflame. They don't throw immediately and allow me to get this Water Pulse off at good timing and KO the Talonflame before they even throw a charge move. Now it's all going to come down to what they have in the back. It's going to be a Diggersby. We are going to be able to outpace to the Water Pulse before they even throw a move. I do get a frame drop there, so I'm not able to throw the Water Pulse on good timing. It could cost me. I decided to go ahead and call this because it might just be a Fire Punch. And even if it's not, I can just overheat this. I just have to watch for the catch. I knew it was going to come eventually, but they actually come early. And that's going to be GG's. Well played to my opponent. Let's go. All right, into the next one, the Dream Lead Talonflame. Now, this is what you don't do. You don't throw this Incinerate. You just pause. You pause and you wait and see what they're coming in with. Because now I put myself behind on energy. I do still get my move off first here, which is nice. Body Slam, of course, does pick up a shield. Shadow Flygon's just classy. I would really recommend you don't run the Shadow in this meta. Dragon Claw comes through. It's perfectly fine. I was just really calling that they weren't going to Earth Power there. And now they're throwing their second Dragon Claw, which is going to allow me to shield and get this Body Slam off. So this is going to either pull their second shield or take them out. And they do decide to throw up their second shield. Now I know they don't have a ton of energy, so I'm actually going to come back in with Mad Cargo. I was surprised one Incinerate actually did KO there. They come out with Quag. Now I want to go ahead and throw this Overheat because it drops your attack. So being able to clear that attack drop and essentially two-shot with 2 Overheats is definitely beneficial. I wasn't too concerned about fighting for Switch in this one because I knew all 3 of my Pokemon are good into the Talonflame. And you're going to see here, I can just shield once and I can just Dragon Tail down. Like that's how nasty Flygon is. We hit him with 1 Dragon Claw and then we just farm down. Now I do make a bit of a misplay here. I was thinking that this Quag was lower and I thought that this Dragon Claw would just take them out. It doesn't. So I should have just gone for the Scorching Sands. I would have made it. It's not like we're going to go down to 1 Aqua Tail since, again, we are the non-shadow. Another benefit of being a non-shadow. But it doesn't matter. They would have to throw another Aqua Tail, and at that point they would be dry on energy. So that's a GG's, well played. Another beautiful lead here with the Abomasnow. Against Abomasnow, I do actually think that it's proper to throw the Incinerate because most of them are going to throw the 1 Powder Snow before they swap. So then you're stuck in for an extra 3 turns, but not the full 5 turns. And that's kind of fine. Since I knew I needed to keep swap, like absolutely, I cannot see Abomasnow on these back 2 Pokemon. I stay in, I throw the Rock Tomb. I throw it on bad timing. It would have been CMP if they threw it immediately, but I didn't really want to stay in for too long and try to get that timing right. Because if I did another Incinerate, then they're just going to end up throwing, and then I'm going to have to do another Incinerate, a 5th Incinerate to get it off on good timing. So might as well just throw it at bad timing. They didn't CMP me, so I didn't have to give up a shield there at least. I did end up giving up a shield later on my Flygon. That's fine though. We're going to come in here, and in the back, it's going to be a Whiscash. Now, Whiscash is an interesting one. I've been looking at some sims of running Scald and Blizzard, and it doesn't look that bad in this meta. I don't know, maybe it doesn't play out as well as it looks in the sims. It might be something I try later down the line. I don't know. Anyways, I just go straight Water Pulse here. I think that me baiting was a potential lose con. And then they're getting low enough here that I'm like, oh yeah, Body Slam will do it. Doesn't register in my mind that I got the attack drop there. And so now Body Slam's not going to do it. They swap out into the Abomasnow. But we still have the alignment we want. As long as I survive this Energy Ball, which does way too much damage. Again, run a better Mad Cargo than mine, and you're going to take that way better. Doesn't matter though. We leave with the move. We're going to go ahead and just go for the Rock Tomb. Why not? It should be enough to take out, and that's going to be a GG's. Well played. Let's go. All right, up against another phenomenal battler here. Hugo plays. And a horrible lead. I'm telling you, like, outside of those 2 leads that I just showed, I think I did see another Talonflame that I ended up losing to because, again, I threw the Incinerate when I should have just paused and swapped. But anyways, Quagsire here. They're going to go ahead and chip and dip. I'm going to be able to pull a shield back with the Dragon Claw there. If you're only going to get to 1 move, you should really go Scorching Sands because it has a chance of dropping their attack and they do the exact same amount of damage. But I was kind of put in an awkward position here because I couldn't really Incinerate down without giving up a shield. So I decided to come in for the Mud Slap down. And here again is where Water Pulse is really nice. So notice there, did 3 Mud Slaps. That would be 9 turns into 2 Incinerates, which is 10 turns. And now I'm going to be able to make it to this Body Slam before this Talonflame throws a move. So that's going to be able to pull the shield. Here's the problem. It's not a problem now. It's not a problem now. Talonflame is going to win CMP against Gastrodon, but we make it to this overheat enough to take out this Quagsire, and now there's just no way that this Talonflame can ever get through my Mad Cargo. I can even no-shield this. If it's a Brave Bird, who cares? Who cares? Even with my AVs, we survived that. So that's going to be GG's. Well played. Another FLYGON lead. I would say this is probably the worst lead you can see. Because of, look, you're not flipping switch. Like they always have the one turn of energy lead. And so I actually end up letting this go. Dragon Claw, of course, takes me out. And I'm just hoping that Magcargo has a ton of play in the back with FLYGON here being here in the lead. So I'm going to go ahead and come in with Gastrodon, farm down. They come out with a Diggersby, and I do have Water Pulse. So I'm thinking, okay, you know what? Maybe they're just triple soft to Gastrodon. Maybe I have a lot of play here. Water Pulse connects through 2 shields, which is just beautiful for me. But Diggersby is so bulky. We're going to go ahead and show it up with these Scorching Sands. Thank goodness they did not bait. Going to go for the Body Slam. It probably won't quite KO, but it probably prevents them from getting to a second Scorching Sands. So they do go ahead and throw up the shield. But now I have to throw up my second shield. They still have a shield. And I don't even know if I can Mud Slap down this Diggersby before they make a third move. And in the back, it's going to be Quagsire, and it's just over. They only need 5 Mud Shots to get to the Aqua Tower, or even if they're running Mud Bomb. And both moves are double super effective into Magcargo. So I come in here just praying that they really butcher something. I don't know. But yeah, they're only 1 Mud Shot away, or 2 Mud Shots away. 2 Mud Shots away from their next Aqua Tail. Body Slam, of course, going to do absolutely nothing. We needed a Water Pulse, and that's going to be GG's. Well played to my opponent. All right, moving into the next one. Another Dunsparce lead, another bad lead. Like, leading a fire type just did not feel good on day one. These were day one battles. The meta's going to shift, right? Everybody was just looking to counter Talonflame. So it wasn't good on day one. As this goes on, I think Magcargo will have a little bit more play. Anyways, opponent comes out with an Oranguru. We are not going to be able to pull a shield or flip switch. And they're actually going to be able to get 2 Brutal Swings if they go Brutal Swing here. If they go Trailblaze, they only get 1 move. My opponent is smart. They do go for the double Brutal Swing, which will be putting me into the yellow, but I get 2 Incinerates at the same time. So we're only 1 Incinerate away from our Overheat, which is going to do a lot of damage into anything. And in the back, going to be a Girafarig. Now I do throw at bad timing here. I didn't give them a full Incinerate, right? I believe I gave them 2 turns. And honestly, I just wanted to get it off before they hit me with the Psychic Fangs, and then also it makes it tough for them. You notice they had to do 2 full Confusions over their Psychic Fangs to be able to throw a proper timing there. So I took a little bit less Confusion damage in the meantime. However, they do actually get the Confusion down. And at this point, I know they have a Duran. I don't know if Magcargo wins CMP against the Dunsparce. So I no shield the Psychic Fangs. I have the Overheat. I'm like, I got this game won. And I'm kicking myself because if I threw the Incinerate and then the Overheat, we win that game. We win that game if I throw the Incinerate and then the Overheat. But instead I threw the Overheat and then I had a debuffed Incinerate go through and that lost us the game. All right, into the next one. Horrible lead, horrible swap, right? We're not really going to flip switch here. I mean, maybe if I 2-shield, I can flip switch, but Gastrodon doesn't have that good of a matchup into Quag that it's really worth 2-shielding here. So I am going to actually get a second Dragon Claw off here since they did go for the cheap move there. And that grabs us the shield. And you know what? That's all I can really ask for. We're going to get 1 Incinerate through right here. They are going to be throwing their energy. It is going to be the Energy Ball. And it does KO. The Incinerate does KO. So we're going to be coming now in with the Gastrodon. They come in with Quagsire. And we have to just start using shields here. Like the Aqua Tail, Gastrodon's bulky. But Aqua Tail does still hit pretty hard for a 35 energy move. So we're going to eat the second one. I'm going to go for the Body Slam bait here. Thinking that it now pays to a second Body Slam if I do need to throw it. They do actually call it. They come in with Talonflame. I technically gave them 2 free turns here, but I do want to get this Water Pulse off pretty quickly. It connects, and now I can just Incinerate down. Brave Bird probably does one-shot from here, but this isn't really what I want to protect anyways. They come back in with a Quagsire, and I'm questioning myself right here. Because I think I would have survived the 2 Mud Shots, and I would have. So I could have actually thrown the Incinerate and then the move. Instead, I gave them a full free Mud Shot. If they're at double here, I threw the game. But they're actually not at double, and that's going to be GG's. Well played to my opponent. You know what? Maybe I wouldn't have survived the Mud Shots because I did get the attack drop from the Rock Tomb. I think I played that right then. You know what? I think I played that right. Or maybe I should have just gone for the fast move, beat down, and not thrown a move at all. That might have been the better play. Anyways, here we finally have a good lead. They're going to be safe swapping into Dunsparce. We have 2 good answers for it. I am going to go ahead and come in with my harder answer of Gastrodon. And I'm going to go straight for the Water Pulse here. If you go for Body Slam, you do have to start giving up shields, which I do decide to give up a shield here anyways, knowing they have a Girafarig, which again, like I said, good lead, it's pretty neutral. But I know I can pull a shield back with a Body Slam. I thought that I could just Mud Slap down before they got to a 3rd move, but actually they do make it to a 3rd move. I know Gastrodon wins that CMP, so I do throw on CMP. Now I'm just going to get this Body Slam off. This should pull a shield. They will get a nice farm down in return, but that's perfectly fine. My Cargo bulky enough to be able to tank 1 Psychic Fangs or Trailblaze, no big deal. So we're going to go ahead and just let this come through. Gets a little bit awkward if they stay in, but they actually swap out into a barrel. Excuse me? That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Double super effective water guns with my defense dropped. Definitely not a comfortable position to be in, but we get the Rock Tomb off. We come in now with FLYGON, and I'm doing the calculations in my head. I think I can Dragon Tail down, and if I Dragon Tail down, I can make it to double Dragon Claw before they make a Psychic Fangs. And actually, I think I should survive a Psychic Fangs from here anyways. It'd be pretty close. It'd be very close, actually. Second Dragon Claw going to come through, and that's going to be enough to take out this Girafarig, and that's going to be GG's. Well played to my opponent. Very cool team, though. I really like that team. All right, so that is going to be it for today. I did really enjoy this team. It's a bit RPS. You do need FLYGON to flip switch in some things, and I really think I pulled a 4-1 here. I pulled a 4-1 with horrible leads, right? And that's why I showcased. Like, I showcased the 4-1, and then I showcased 1 bonus battle, I believe. Maybe 2. I don't know. Maybe 2. I don't know. Anyways, I did actually climb with this team. So I think it's going to be really good, especially as the meta adapts and we see a little bit less water and a little bit less rock in the lead. Surely, right? Like, you're going to scare the Talonflames away for a bit and people are going to be a little bit more comfortable bringing other leads. I really think so. I really think so. But let me know if you're going to try this team in the comments down below, or let me know what's been working for you. If you have a team that's been working for you, I'm interested to hear it. Maybe I'll even try it out if I do have some extra sets to play. So leave that down in the comments down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed today's video. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you to my channel members for your support. Until next time, this is ChillisFM reminding you to always keep pushing forward.